Shalom. Kahalo Yahweh Shem Shai by Shemar Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone that taught us this truth and ruled well, and to the men that taught them. Peace and blessings to the elect nation of Israel, and that begins with the 144,000 who are the prophets today, and also the great multitude of men, women, and children Heavenly Father is going to have mercy on. And you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the true Hebrew Israelites, and that is according to the Holy Scriptures. Come with another lesson. This is your brother Dawadah, and this lesson is entitled, Why Do the Heathen Rage?
Here, I live here, and you're so goddamn loud. 2:30 in the fucking morning. I'll have you cited and removed physically if you don't shut the fuck up.
Oh, she is upset. She's angry.
So you have it there, you see. And that little clip, that little video that I showed you, these people are losing it, especially Esau. And that's why we say, why did the heathen rage? Yeah, because they know that this place is going down. This place is on its last leg. Yeah. And you notice there's a lot of things going on right now. The Most High is speeding things up, you know. These prophecies are popping off the pages. And what he's doing, he's using these heathens to bulk up, you know, to just hammer the whole earth, you know, which is this whore, you know what I'm saying, Babylon the Great, you know. And if you're paying any attention to what is going on, these other nations are starting to turn their back on this petrodollar, you know. You know, and on the people who is running the world, you know, which is these small hatters, you know. Yeah, and let's get that Psalms, because from that video we just watched, just a little short clipping, you seen that Esau, they losing it because this truth is killing them. This truth that, you know, is eating them up. Hebrews 4:12. It's a two-headed sword. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine vain things? Yeah. And what you see going on among all these nations, you know, right now, pretty much, if you've been checking out the news, it's all about power, you know. And once these nations realize that their time is almost, you know, up, you know, because they know who got next. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites. We do. We're going to rule next. And these other nations, you know, especially Esau, is fiddling his finger. You know what I'm saying? Shaking in his boots because he knows what's going on. You know? Because now they're starting to look at that big picture. You know what I'm saying? And process of elimination, you know, who got next? We do. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like scripture, 2nd Ezra 6:9. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to roll next. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that real quick because I don't want to butcher it. I'm just going to read it real quick. Yeah. For Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning to follow. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying, Esau knows that he has a short time and these small hats, you know what I'm saying? You know? And when you go into the Bible, everybody has a biblical nationality, you know what I'm saying? Not just these small hats. They got the nerves to think that they the only one have a biblical nationality. No. You know what I'm saying? And we in this times, like I said, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob's to follow. So we got next. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back to that Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine vain things? Yeah. You know? Because the Lord's putting a spirit on these other nations to rage. You know what I'm saying? And you see it from that video, that little clip of that video. But now you see what's going on in the Middle East. It's basically just fulfilling Bible prophecy. You know what I'm saying? And you got what? DJ Trump, you know, thinking he taking out all these drug lords, you know, trying to control the, pretty much he's trying to control the oil, you know what I'm saying? And what he's doing, he's telling these other nations what to do, basically trying to do that. But you notice that they're losing their power, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about power, you know. That's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what's going on right now, you know. That's what was going on with Venezuela, you know what I'm saying? Had ties with Russia, China, and with this oil. But what will put a damper in it is, things that, that's going on now, you know what I'm saying? With this Iran thing, you know what I'm saying? You know? So Esau, is trying to control the narrative, like because he knew Venezuela had ties with Russia and China, so that's why he invaded that circumstance and that situation there, and if South America allies with U.S., that will pretty much put China in a bad situation, and that's why they pretty much did that, and that will set them back to decades, you know what I'm saying, and that's pretty much will stop them what they're basically trying to do, But now, let's read that again. Psalms. Let's read it in the NLT. Let's go to Psalms 2. I got it right here. Yeah, and shoot, it's not working, man. Something wrong with my blue letter acting up. All right, let's go back and read this one in King James, Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine vain things? Yeah. And who we know and understand why? It all has to do with the, prophecy. And these other nations is building up that hate, you know what I'm saying? They building up the hate towards the small hatters and this whore, you know what I'm saying, which is Babylon the Great, America. And we all know these small hatters have a God complex, you know what I'm saying? And who the hell do they think they are, you know what I'm saying? Trying to control everything and tell somebody what they can do and what they can't do, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't do what they say do, what they do, they put sanctions on you, you know what I'm saying? And all these other nations trying to do, what they're trying to do is do business with each other, you know what I'm saying? To basically make their country better. But what the devil want to do? The devil want to stick his, his business and, his business to, meddling with these other nations. And he has his, damn nerves to do that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we call him the devil, the deceiver. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. Yeah. Because this devil is never going to stop. He's going to keep on, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he has to be taken out from Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red. Yeah, a horse means power. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Yeah. And who was blessed with that sword? Esau Edom, you know what I'm saying? The Most High blessed him with that sword. And then on top of that, the descendants after him, they were blessed with that sword, And what Esau is doing, he's showing them his wickedness, you know what I'm saying? That's why we say he's the devil, you know what I'm saying? And basically in these latter days, Esau is going to show his true horns, man. You ain't seen none yet. Things is getting wrapped up now, but he's going to show his true colors. And this man was created to take peace from the earth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Proverbs 29 and 2 say, when let me get that real quick. I'm going to butcher it. Just read it real fast. It says, when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Yeah. And that's what these people doing now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in mourning right now. You know? You know, even their own people, man, is suffering. You know what I'm saying? You can see it on these TikTok videos or Instagram or whatever videos they making on YouTube. You know, all you hear is, man, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Because they put their own people in slavery. That's when you know they're wicked. And their time is up. They know their time is up. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much in any captivity, it pretty much only exceeded to 250 years. You know, the only other captivity I think it was Egypt with 400 years. So never trust Esau, man. Let me get that. Never trust Esau. Sirach 12 and 10, because Esau is nothing but the devil, and he's deceiving his own people. You know what I'm saying? Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. Yeah, because Esau, his words are smoother than butter, but what? War is in his heart. And that's what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to tell these other nations, no, you can't do business with one another. You have to report in to me, to us. You know, if you don't do what we say do, we're gonna put sanctions on you. You know what I'm saying? But now they have met their match now. You know, they thought the Iran was just gonna, let them just come in and do what they want to do, and then just go with an agreement, you know what I'm saying, a deal or something. But no, Iran ain't going for that, you know what I'm saying? You know, and this man has to be taken down, you know what I'm saying? You know, because right now, man, these other nations, they don't care no more. They don't care. They don't fear, Esau. They don't fear Babylon the Great, because they have, nuclear missiles too now. You know what I'm saying? So they're not fearing, Esau at all. Let's go to Psalms chapter 33, verse 10. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, bring the counsel of the heathen to naught. And he make the devices of the people of none effect. Yeah. He said, none effect. You know what I'm saying? This is the devil, you know what I'm saying? It's just digging his own grave, you know what I'm saying? And basically whatever he is doing, this is gonna come back and bite him, you know what I'm saying? Bite him in his ass, you know what I'm saying? And he's starting to know that. DJ Trump is starting to realize, damn, I done got myself in a bind now, you know what I'm saying? But now what he's doing now is just getting on the news and just telling bold-faced lies, you know what I'm saying? And he started something that he gonna realize that, damn, I should have thought twice, you know what I'm saying, before I did this. But it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. It's all prophesied in the Bible. And Esau just being, who he is, the devil, you know what I'm saying, the ultimate deceiver. Which that's all he knows, you know what I'm saying? But all his plans are gonna come to naught, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, whatever he do, it's not gonna fall through. I mean, it's not gonna follow through, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? You see, Esau don't realize that these other countries, don't want to play by his rule anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because he's running that same, you know what I'm saying, that same old lame, wicked, what he has in his playbook. He's using that same old play. You know what I'm saying? These other nations understand and know why now. Verse 11, then the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai stand forever, the thoughts of his hearts to all generations. Yeah. So Most High plan is going to stand forever. You know what I'm saying? Nothing Esau can do to overthrow his judgment, man. So he can try to get away from his judgment, but he got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? And every step from our people, which are the Israelites of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and all the heathens, you know what I'm saying, the Most High is directing their steps too. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's going is his Lord. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, 2/3 niggas and you heathens and Esau, you know what I'm saying, the small headers, you all going down. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High, plan is it's going to stand forever. You know what I'm saying? You see? Esau is trying to offset the prophecies, but there's nothing he can do. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau know what Revelations 12 and 12 said. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the habitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know he has but a short time. Yeah. So Esau knows he has a short time. He know that. That's why he's moving so fast, and he's fiddling, his fingers. He's making a lot of mistakes. And now he realizing that, damn, man, he don't know what to do. So now, what's his main play in this book? Number to lie to the masses. But now people are starting to catch on to this devil. You know what I'm saying? Let's read verse 11 again. The counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, stand forever, and the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Yeah. And this is the Lord movie. You know what I'm saying? You can't do whatever. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Romans 9 and 21 says. You know what I'm saying? Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Yeah. So Jacob is the honor, the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this devil is the dishonor, which is Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell the creator what to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell the potter has power over the clay. You know what I'm saying? So this place is done. And this is nothing different. Pretty much back in the day when Pharaoh was, in ancient Egypt, you know what I'm saying? When the Most High was hardening his heart. You know what I'm saying? Time after time, he kept on hardening, Pharaoh's heart. You know what I'm saying? And Pharaoh's like, yeah, let your people go. And the Most High was telling Moses to go back to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go, which is the Israelites, which is us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same today. You know what I'm saying? The modern day Pharaoh is DJ Trump. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on, but he has to play that same playbook. He has a couple plays in this playbook that he had to keep on pushing. And the same with Jake now. You know what I'm saying? They was the same back then. They're the same today. You know what I'm saying? They want to stay in this wicked old kingdom. You know what I'm saying? They want to stay in Egypt. They're in this wilderness where they don't know nothing else but to be a slave. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna realize that they wish they never joined hand in hand with the wicked. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're gonna laugh at your calamity. You know what I'm saying? Like Proverbs 1 and 26 say. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. Yeah. And this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? When that time comes, we can't wait. Jake, man, and Eve, we're going to laugh at your ass. But the problem is you still be happy. You know what I'm saying? Where we at now. You know what I'm saying? But our people don't, because our people want to stay here. Let's go to Sirach. Chapter 39, verse 16. All the works of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, are exceeding good, and whatsoever he command should be accomplished in due season. Yeah. All the works of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, are exceeding and good. And most of our people don't want to accept, what happened to our people, what's happening to our people now, and what happened to our people back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And Esau, they don't want to accept their judgment, but they're gonna accept it. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? And whosoever he command should be accomplished in due season. Yeah. And we're living in good times now, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High word is not going to go out void. You know what I'm saying? Our people should be jumping for joy, man, that this place is going down. You know what I'm saying? But what do our people want to do? Our people want to keep on chasing that bag. They want to keep on, partying, you know what I'm saying? They want to keep on traveling because they don't realize that it's something better, than this place. But instead, they want to stay here, and that's just how our people is. But we living in times now, there's going to be nothing but deception going on, destruction, chaos. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the master at deceiving people. So all that's going to be going on right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing this devil can do. You know what I'm saying? He can't hide. You can try to go hide in your bunkers. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you're trying to do, but it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? The elites, they have their day coming. You know what I'm saying? They know that. That's why I quoted Revelations 12 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So we should be happy these devils are going to be brought down. You know what I'm saying? Through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let's go to Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he see the vengeance, and he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Woo! So Esau think that, all the stuff that he done in the past, all the evil stuff that he done in the past, he think he's just going to, get away with all that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? We went into slavery. We our forefathers and then till now, we had to deal with all, the hard times, the bad times, the woe, the destruction. So you're gonna receive it too. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rejoice. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be happy to reap vengeance on this. You know what I'm saying? On this devil. You know what I'm saying? So you can try to hide all you want to. But like what, and I'm going to close out on this, Jeremiah 16 and 16 say, wherever you try to hide, because now that's what the brothers and the Akim is doing now, is fishing for for the elect. But it's going to come a time where Yahweh Shema Shai going to put the spirit in us, we're going to be hunters. And Esau, you can try to hide all you want to, but your time is coming. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. And behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So Esau, your time is coming to an end. So you can do whatever you're trying to do. You can try to lie to the masses every day, but you're gonna receive that vengeance. You got a judgment coming. You know what I'm saying? So we know, and that's why the heathen is raging right now, because they see their kingdom is falling, and they see the things that is going on. There's nothing they can do, because prices is rising in food. Gas is rising, people losing their jobs, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you can't buy no homes, interest rates are high. So Esau know, man, you know what I'm saying? His time is ticking, So I hope this was edifying. I want to say Shalom, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakadash. Their honors to the apostles at great, their honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone. That ruled well and taught us this truth, the 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim on the four corners of the earth, on the highways and the byways, preaching this truth, risking their lives each and every week. And to the brothers and sisters tuning in for edification. Shalom.